His first day he shot with his cell phone, didn't he?
Did he?
Yep.
What's that?
They were talking about how lame you were.
Right.
I was arguing with them.
She tried to
Okay.
defend you, it didn't work.
All right. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a lot of short game work today. We're going to start with some chipping. Who here likes to chip? Yeah, we all like to chip. All right. All right. So the basics, I'm going to switch clubs here, of chipping. So the goal of chipping, in my opinion, is to get the ball on the ground as quickly as possible. So there's chipping and then there's pitching. We'll work on pitching a little bit later. Pitching, a little more of a throw, spends more time in the air, rolls a little bit less. Chipping is going to roll more than it's in the air. Okay. So here I have let's start with an 8-iron. Chip with an 8-iron. Okay. The basics of chipping, and most of you know this already. Feet close together, hands ahead of the ball. All right. Weight a little bit on this side here. All right. Now, why are we doing all this? Is because we want to de-loft the club as much as possible. So we want to take the loft out of the club by having our hands forward, balls back in our stance, and we want to keep the club as low as possible to the ground. All right. Ball's going to scoot up, and it's going to roll to the hole. All right. So I'm going to go right in between the two flags there, just to show you the basics. It's a shorter swing, and you hear the word chip, and the shot is pretty much looks and feels just like the word chip. So again, my hands are ahead of the ball, the club's low to the ground, and I make it as putter-like as possible, bounce it up short, and let it roll in between the two flags. So that's an 8-iron, and that's what an 8-iron chip is going to look like. Chipping with an 8-iron, it's going to be in the air 20% of the time, and it's going to be on the ground about 80% of the time. Now what I'm going to do is the same shot, same swing, but I'm going to go to a pitching wedge, more loft. But again, ball back in my stance, feet close together, hands ahead of the ball. So you see with that shot, the ball is going to be in the air maybe 30-40% of the time, and on the ground maybe 60% of the time. All right, more lofted club, a little more air. We go to 58-degree sand wedge, if you will. Okay, here we go. So what do you think this is going to do, Jonathan? In the air longer. That's right. So I would say this is probably 50-50. If I'm going at the weird bounce, I'll just still go right in the middle. So this is going to be about 50-50. I'm going to try to get it to stop about pin high. So I'm going to try to fly it basically about halfway to the hole. But again, hands ahead of the ball. Deal off in the club still. Maybe one more here. A little better. So that flew about halfway there, stopped almost pin high, and that's what you want. So a higher lofted club like a 56, a 58, certainly a 60 is going to be 50-50. Half in the air, half on the ground, and then goes down from there. That makes sense? So what I want to do now is let's just set up a few spots here. We have some balls over there. Grab those three clubs, or clubs that are comparable to it. Grab a 7 or an 8-iron. Grab a pitching wedge, and grab a higher lofted club like a 58 or a sand wedge, whatever you have in your bag, or a 60 if you have a 60. And let's start out with the 8-iron. Hit a bunch of shots with those. There's balls over there, you have balls right here, and then we'll kind of go back and forth and get a feel for the different lofts and trajectories and all that kind of stuff.
60 or 56?
Either one. I would just grab a low lofted, a pitching wedge, and then a high loft.